Now, many of you will know Grant, but many of us won't, because Grant often sits behind the desk over there and as part of our internship program here and part of the production team for the 8 o'clock. So without you, many of us wouldn't get to see the words on the screen, so we're very grateful. But Grant, you haven't always worked in a church.
No.
And tell us what life was like for you, say, just over 18 months ago.
Yeah, so 18 months ago, my life was very different to what it is now. I was pretty lonely in a very isolated space. I was suffering from quite a serious mental illness, mental health issue, and I wasn't working. And I was in a season of real kind of aloneness and loneliness and by myself a lot. And Alpha was really the opportunity for me to get out of that.
How did you hear about it?
So, yeah, I had become interested in Christianity over the years. I read a book by Martin Luther King 10 years ago that kind of opened my mind. And so I kind of went cold a bit after that, and then in about 2016 I started reading a lot of C.S. Lewis. So I'd become interested in Christianity, and also where my sister lived in Bergfleet, there was St. Martin's Church was nearby, and they had their Alpha signs up a lot. So I knew what Alpha was. So I was interested in doing a course, and then my dad also became a Christian at some point, and he kind of said, why don't you do Alpha as well? Around the same time I was interested. So I went online, I searched the Alpha website, and CCK was doing one the next week. So I just joined.
At Bootlegger,
At Bootlegger, yeah.
So this is January 2020?
This was 2022. This was, yes, so this was...
Sorry, April.
April 2022.
Okay,
yeah.
so less than 18 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay, and then just tell us, briefly if you will, what difference Jesus made to your life.
Yeah, well, I think, I was always looking for like this big experience that I wanted. I wanted the Damascus Road experience to become a Christian. And I think I prayed a lot about having that experience. And I went on the Alpha weekend away, and I was hoping to have that experience, but I didn't. And then I got home, and about half an hour after I got home, I put on some worship music and put my arms out like that for the first time. And I just started crying, and I cried for about 20 minutes or half an hour, and I just felt like this love come over me, and kind of just this love for Christ. And I just wanted to say, I just shouted out loud, I love you, Jesus. And so that experience kind of happened for me. And since then, my faith is not as steady as I'd like. I kind of go through up and downs, but I really have this hope in me. I have this hope for this life. I have this hope for salvation for the next life. And I have like this crutch of Jesus helping me out along the way, and when I'm struggling, I kind of pray and I get the help I need. And so, yeah, he's become very important to me, and just really helping me along through my struggles. Yeah.
Thank you, Grant. Isn't it wonderful to hear these stories of changed lives? Thank you so much, Grant. Let's say a big thank you to Grant for sharing